Hi everyone, my name's Natalie and here is my first farm food shop of 2025. It was Kiana's birthday. We had been out, she's 16, so we'd been out shopping for her birthday and then we needed to pick up some things for dinner that evening. Usually we will have a takeaway on the children's birthdays, but we had already popped into KFC and had something earlier on, so she wanted to pick up some pizza for her dinner that evening. So that's the main reason why we went in, but we ended up spending £95 in total. I always seem to spend more when I take the kids in with me. It doesn't matter where it is, they find things that they want along the way and it just bumps up the price a little bit. This year we are really trying to bring our costs down, especially for food. When we go and buy our groceries, it is one of the biggest costs, on par with our rent at the moment. It just seems to be costing so much to feed so many of us. This is also a snack shop. A lot of people always say to me, there's no actual food there, and I know there is options available in farm foods. There's lots of freezer items, especially chicken. There is so many different types of chicken, and that's something that we eat quite a lot. But I tend to buy it fresh, and not because we don't use frozen chicken. It's just I don't have the freezer space at the moment, and it's easier for me to make it with fresh meat. So this is more of a treat shop and it will last us just over a week maybe. We might need to top up when we go to Morrisons to get our main shop, or Sainsbury's. I've not decided where we're going to go yet. Like many shops, they had lots of offers on their Christmas type things. So there was like gingerbread houses down to £1. The Christmas cake bars were down to 69p. They had some cookies that were 2 for £1, so I picked up 2 boxes of those. We also got little bits like party rings. These will all be for mainly this evening for Kiana's little birthday tea. I only picked up one of the breads as we have some bread at home and some rolls too. So we didn't need much of that, and obviously it's better to buy it fresh when we are picking up the fruit. We're quite lucky, it was so quiet in there this evening. It's usually packed, it has been since they refurbished the store. It just seems to be busier, and today it was quite quiet. So I did pick up some of these chicken tikka breast chunks. They were, I think it was £4.99 or £5.99 for 1.2 kilograms, which is really quick and easy to throw in for a dinner. Then they have all of the fish on offer. So you got fish cakes there, fish fingers, fish pies, and everything in between for £1. Then they also have like fish fillets. They were a really good price too, depending on which ones you got. So when I do buy fish, it tends to be from Farmfoods, as it just works out to be a much better price. I think Iceland have their 10 for £10 offer at the moment, and Farmfoods always run an 8 for £10 offer. But again, I only really do that when I need to top up the freezers. So next up we went for the pepperonis. Neve really likes these ones over the original ones. They were 99p last time that we got them. They've gone up to £1.49, but it still works out cheaper than the other ones and cheaper compared to other supermarkets. Another really good item to pick up at Farmfoods is the vegetables. They have all of the mixed vegetables and then they have them separated too. And they seem to have a bigger choice compared to everywhere else. Most of them are just 99p a bag, which again makes them cheaper than getting them from other supermarkets, and they always have them at the same price. They didn't have any of the blue milk, so I ended up with 2 of the green milks. They have gone up a little bit, it's £2.20 now for 2, but it's still a really good price. They still have some really good offers in the fridge items at the moment. So they have their own butter. That is 3 for £5 at the moment. They still have lots of cheese on sale. They always seem to have new ones in there, so they keep bringing new ones in over and over again. But then they stick with their usual ones too, which are really good. I do think they've put up their own kilogram of cheese up a little bit. They also have a lot of items on 3 for £3, and they're great for packed lunches. So we had to get cheese strings. Neve was there, and that's her absolute favourite. So we did get 2 packets of those. They also had some of the dairy spread in there, and that was part of the 3 for £3. We picked up some of this cheese. We have a little bit at home. They also have rustlers at the moment for 49p. There's quite a lot that are a little bit more expensive, and the ones that were 49p had completely sold out, and I understand why. It's one of the main things that they are pushing at the moment is that they're available. So there wasn't any left in our store at all, but you can see that that's where they were supposed to be. In between the rest of them, it was only the cheeseburger ones that were on offer. They didn't have the usual chicken that we pick up, so we just went with the chicken skewers instead. They were still on a 3 for £3 offer, and all of the children like them, so it just makes sense. Neve wanted some coleslaw, so we picked that up. And then they did have some cheesecakes there. Thought we'd give these a go. I keep seeing good things about them, and they're only £1.50. So I thought we could try them. Not everyone likes cheesecakes, so I only got 1 packet of them. And then, as always, I picked up some of these Nesquik snacks. These are by far the children's favourite. So I got 4 packs of those in the end. As they were in the 3 for £3, it evened it out with the cheese strings that we ended up getting. They also had so many different types of ham. There was chicken for sandwiches. There was turkey for sandwiches. There was just so much there, and they're all 99p, which is cheaper than I have seen them before. So I'm not sure how long that offer will last. Next up was Mark's Iron Brew. It's something that we pick up every single time that we come in here. It's not cheaper than anywhere else. It might be if you did it by the big cases, as they have all of those on offer. But we don't have the storage space. And to be honest, we would just get through them too quickly. They had all of these t-shirts there, which I've not seen before, so I think they could be new. They also had all of these Pepsis that were 99p. Lots and lots of pot noodles. I couldn't see any that were super cheap like usual, but to be honest, the children are preferring noodles over pot noodles at the moment. Then we had reached the pizza aisle, which is where we wanted to be. It was the whole reason that we went in there. So Kiana was just having a look for which pizza she wanted. They do have so much choice. They didn't, however, have any with the cheese crust. So we ended up getting some of the Chicago Town ones, and they were 3 for £10, and they've got the tomato crust. They do have a lot of the Chicago Town range. They have all of the takeaway ones. Then there's the tiger bread ones. They have the sub rolls, and then they have the smaller ones too. I also picked up 2 of the plain Farmfoods pepperoni ones, as the younger children won't eat this. So I just got 2 of those thin and crispy pepperonis. They did have a cheeseburger and a hot dog one, but I didn't really want to chance it because I'm not sure if the children would eat that. And then Kiana picked up some of the garlic bread too. They also had some of the Fanta, the Afterlife one. We've not tried it, but I've seen it everywhere, and it was only 49p for a bottle. They also had the big crates of it in cans, but again, we didn't pick any of those up. We did get some ice creams. They had so many ice creams reduced at the moment, or lower down in price. So usually it's just those Peekaboo Twister ones that are only 99p. They had the mini milks for £1.50. They had other Twister ones. that were also 99p, and they had lots of other choice at £1.50, which is really good offers. Those ones there were 99p. And then we ended up with 2 of the Ben & Jerry's flipped brownies. This was another request from Kiana for her birthday. So we got 2 tubs of that. And I think it was only £1.99. They also always have some really good offers on their juices and their big cases of Pepsis, Cokes, Fanta, everything in between. If you're going to bulk buy juice, it's probably one of the best places to do it. Again, with the diluting juice, that was only 49p for the squashies one. Not tried that before, but we'll give it a go. And the Robinsons is either 69p or 99p, depending on which one you get. Then we came to the baking aisle, and they had lots of stuff there. So the gingerbread man cookies were only £1, and that was like a design your own. They also had lots of different spreads. They had pancake mix for 29p, the one that you just put the water in the bottle. We try and make homemade ones, as the children just prefer them, even over the store-bought pre-made ones. They always ask for the homemade ones. And I think when you're a big family, it is just much better to do it that way. Anyway, they had lots of the Kellogg cereal for under £2. They had some Cocoa Rocks for 99p. We usually go for the own brand Morrisons ones, and we don't need any at the moment, so I didn't pick them up. Then we came to my favourite part, and the chocolate. Again, they have lots of the Lion bars, the Mars bars, the Snickers. They are all only £1 a packet. The Milky Bars, Kit Kats. They did have some white chocolate Kit Kats for 49p, but they had completely sold out. I picked up some of the Hippos, just 1 packet, as not everyone likes them. I got 2 packs of the Minstrels. They were about £1.20 for each pack. And then I did end up getting quite a few pouches, as some were only 90p, I think, for buttons. And obviously the children like the button style ones, so we picked up some of those. To be honest, I didn't pick up as much as I usually would. We're trying to cut down a little bit on the snacks, and yeah, we just go through so many of them, so we're trying to cut down a little bit. But those Aero Melts, they would look good, so I picked those up, and they were only 69p, 89p, one of the two. Then we came up to the crisps. I couldn't see the 3 for £10 offer that they usually have. So usually they have like the Quavers and Watsits and things, the bigger bags on a 3 for £10 offer. But I couldn't see those. I did pick up some Celebrations. They're £3.99, so not really on sale. But Neve really wanted them, and she was with me. Then we got the big pack of the Walkers. Again, I think that's £3.89 for that. And then some Quavers for the younger children, as they won't eat the Walkers ones. Overall, we spent £95, which is a lot more than I had expected to get. I was only meant to be popping in for a few things, but it's always the same at Farmfoods. I see other things that catch my eye, and I end up getting more. If you do like these types of videos, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to our little channel.